Before I get this number, I'm at the store. I'm gonna start up Mars First Logistics. That is not the button I was trying to press. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that looks right. There we go. Okay. So, we've got a few options here, there, and everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Generally speaking, what we're going to be dealing with is, I'm pretty sure I saw something that I clicked acquire or something. I can't remember exactly what it is. I hate that I have to turn that song off. But it is Sun Implement. I can get a levitating actuator. Curve, 1x15 bend, and a panel lift 3x4. Rather cheap. I can get a wee bit of pay here. Pay. Pretty decent amount of pay. A plate that's 3x3. Triangular panel 3x3. Which ain't that bad, but didn't really know what I'm doing right now. This, I think, will probably be my priority for now. Just so that I can do that. So, yeah. Well, there we go. That should be fine. Yeah, we're just going to start off with an easy one, apparently. I am not going to complain. These ones aren't automatically easy to come by nowadays. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look at the stream, and we got a bat. No human yet. Just pains in the butt. Lots of pains in the butt. Gotta get used to the fact that I'm streaming right now, though, so I'm gonna have to. I'm going to enjoy the time to think that I've got. The silence. As much as I can when I'm streaming. But, functionally speaking. There we go. Bow. Bow. Alright. That went well. I missed out on all the editing things. Right, that worked. Okay. So, other than that, then we gotta work on the butterfly, I think, because that's just gonna take a while anyway. The wise man doesn't pretend like it's going to make sense when it never will. Oh yes, I might not automatically be a wise man in many ways. I can at least sit down and learn a few tricks here, you know what I mean? Ah, here we go. Huh. There we go. So, what does a levitating actuator actually actuate? Okay, maybe not the best place to teleport to. There we go. Okay. So what does this do? Extends and retracts. I haven't had enough of that. Okay, so if we set this to 3 and just so you're telling me that I can just have things float in the flippin' sky? Okay, that changes a few different designs that I would have had. Okay. Let's make the atrocity more atrocious by adding unrealistic thingy-mobobs. I'm pretty sure this actually will probably have, like, a low power over. Hello, hello. Okay, I got to turn down the volume. Hello, power lever. To try and counteract the situation with that, but I don't really know how much I care. Which is what we would call an overpowered devices. Also going to change this to match that. And then I am going to go over here. Copy this. Lap it over here. Copy this. Lap it over there. Then comes the weird part. Cap this. Put on the levitating actuator. Pop this on it. And then I go back in and figure out what the crap I did wrong. So that's also a thing that I apparently did wrong. Those are supposed to be 2. Then I have can this lift me? Yeah. So that's something. Wait. Does this mean that it has multiple modes too? Yeah. That's so silly. Dormant level, so silly. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna do that though. Definitely gotta think about what I can do here. Because just some options just popped up effectively. Including not limited to well actually I think this is actually pretty good. Wait, if I do this. Yeah. Pop it instead. Oh, I'm just gonna cap. Would that enable me to... Okay, no. I still would need some more distance out of it to get the actual piece through, but like... Yeah, that just allows me to have clear space in certain applications. To add better rotation controls or further distance on that, I might be able to have full 360-degree control over it. I think the application is just trying to get that extra distance before I have to switch. I don't know how can I get. But I can keep trying some stupid things until I finally succeed. This is intriguing to me now, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to succeed here without some serious plan making and figuring out. And yeah, I mean, after a certain point, like, I have to probably just Because I don't really see anything that I could just use to transfer rotation for, like, convert angles simply. Ironically, I could just... I could just... or not. Get that. Half spacer. I guess this is probably my best bet in general. Well, at this point, I'm gonna do that. Why am I gonna do that then? Why would I do that? It would make sense to do this. And then you can have better control over it. And then you can have everything that you would require out of the previous one. Full rotation capability. In fact, I could probably knock that down to 2. Yeah. Yeah. So that on the, especially the cup holder, would probably be pretty great. Wise relates from the point where this is like 1.5 spacer. But unfortunately, you can't just, but, yeah, it's cool. So that should enable the system a little better there. So how much do I want to just... Actually, I do want to actually check rotating actuator-wise. Yeah, I can afford to. Something. Don't know how many I actually want. Like, I probably want one for the cup holder, but that's not something that I, like... I'm gonna go here. I probably prefer it for the cup holder in general, so I'm gonna probably just go ahead and go over cup holder. Do that. So that's something. Probably just gonna save that actually. And then I'm gonna probably, what do I wanna do? I want it to... Also, I believe there is an AND gate. Not gate, an AND gate, and a relay. An AND gate sends out an output with both inputs. Okay. That's what I'm gonna use. I'm going to write that all. And make a switch too. It'll turn on. In fact, both of these I'm just going to stick on here. And then effectively what I'm going to do is I'm going to all this, all this. I'm gonna make the output something. I think F is unused currently. Actually, no. What? Why be like that? In fact, the qualifier I'm gonna make 2. Actually, no, I'm gonna make it 1 and then that will be 2. And then this will just turn on this. This thing's also gonna have a right click output. And then what we're gonna have is the fire detach V1. Oh, this will be 2. So if I hold, that's not how it's supposed to go. Yeah. I programmed that incorrectly somehow. So that is right hand input. Right click to retract. Right click to fire. Click to trigger. Did I misread it? Because, like, AND gates, I remember sends out when either or. What's that? When both inputs are active. Okay. That, of course, renders the question. Why is my right click active when it's not? That would be perfect. First off, no. Second one, what crap. Oh, wait. These are set to respond to 1. That explains it. Okay. Okay. And that should work now. So if I, like, for instance, click here, and then did that, that should actually naturally take me in a direction. Rather safely. And if I click it like that, apparently I will eventually end up in a rather hilarious situation, but so far it actually seems to be okay, so should be alright. Yeah. There we go. And I can also now a little bit more freely pick things up. So, like, I'm probably gonna save this. Sure. My throat currently sounds like it's gonna be disturbed for a little bit. So, monorail for Simuni, power line for Mooney, all that for Mooney. Play 3x1, triangle panel, toolbox, and jerry can. Feasible toolbox, not really all that feasible. Triangular panel is actually pretty feasible. So I'm gonna at least save that for later. I'm not doing that anytime soon. TV's feasible, but I don't really care about that. And the watering can is feasible. Actually quite feasible, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark that too. 3x3 plate. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna real quick go over and see. Oh. Okay, so it's definitely a good check for like orientation. Not exactly the best check for like orientation crap, but it can at least like explain to me what the situation is. Okay, so it actually has some like ability to lift in general. There we go. That's the wrong direction. Also, this is a very heavy object, apparently. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. See whether or not that opens up my ability to pick the thing up. Okay, so... Wow, it can actually resist the weight of the super heavy object that is currently just... Okay, So... Wow. Thankfully. The actuator doesn't require a... Okay. I'm catching up. Maybe slightly stupid here, but I'm catching up. Okay, so... Okay. There we go. That should be rather centered and rather strong. There we go. Okay, effectively my servos seem to be more like bearings right now. There we go. That is just the awesomest thing. Okay. Unrealistic garbage, mayhaps, but unrealistic garbage that makes my life easier, I will accept. Most certainly. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just deliver this real quick. I don't really want the item, but I actually... What's the thing? Where is it? Deliver dense matter orb. What's the situation there? 10 kilometers. I think I could travel 10 kilometers. Especially with it solidly in cup holder. Then after this, we gotta prioritize the Moss thing, but I don't think the 3x3 plate is going to be as good as the actuator. You'll have to excuse my lack of belief. Come on. There we go. Go. There we go. I definitely feel like they may have fumbled the correct one controls here and there, but this is something, at least. Yeah. Speaking of fumbling the grapple hook controls. There we go. I just turn off the key, and actively speaking turns off the signal that causes the problems. But only the key. Yeah, that seems pretty good so far. And we still have the orb. And then that's off. I do feel like the visual signs that the thing is active is kind of missing. So like whether or not the AND gate is active at any one point is kind of complicated to see. Or like the Alright, so let's check. Oh, can't really check. Okay, so let's check how much force this... Okay. So, certain pistons have struggled on occasion to lift this, so that's actually pretty good. Wait. Okay. Okay, the visual indicator that switches on is actually quite difficult to see right now. And I do feel like if you're gonna put it on the actual vehicle and have it be on the actual vehicle, you could probably have it where it's a little easier to see. Oh, that's closing end of it to do its own implement. And the dense material orb is acting up. Ooh. Okay. Okay. My decisions to try and stabilize the actual movement pattern seems to have backfired here a little bit. Yep. Alright, there we go. Gonna be more prone to flipping because the actual center of balance is on the move, as it were. Oh, gosh. There goes the hazardous train. It is rather hilarious, though, that I technically speaking, like, if I painted this right now, so, like, the exhaust, for instance, would be green instead, or something like that, it would actually, like, reset the whole vehicle. The cost of this stuff. Which, I mean, technically makes sense because really the colors can be used for identifying certain jurisdictions and don't actually think ahead. That's supposed to be the consequence, technically speaking, after restart. Maybe from a more developed position, but restart some of the more complicated parts of the actual interaction. I guess. This is where 4 grappling hooks that are synced would probably be a good thing, but didn't want to buy a bunch of gates and such. So I didn't do that. So, things seem to be developing rather fine. There we are. There we are. So, if I were a little itty spy with an eye. Yeah, that'd probably be what I would do. Right. So there we are. There we go. Farther away from these planet's core I get, the stronger the gravitational pull, because I don't know what. But when it comes down to that, it's on it. How's it doing in there anyway? Yeah, it seems just fine. Yeah. There we go. Yep. There we go. Now that's a full one. Um, there we go. This is exactly why I say some of these scrapbook designs are a little bit flawed. Now, okay, there we go. Okay, I don't think that it's actually possible to go over there, but I do want to go across the side. And then what I'm probably planning on doing once this is all done is is its own implement. I don't think there's anything that. Oh wait, there is. I'm gonna be stupid. Oh. Don't do that. Okay. Okay, a little bit further than I thought it was. Makes sense. I don't know what a kilometer is. If not in context of this game. There we go. There. Yeah, should lift soon. That should be there. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now this is a complex situation here. That might take a little bit of diplomacy. Ah. Or, might just, not happen. Or might just happen because of my silly capability to create things that probably shouldn't work. I take that back. Definitely shouldn't work. And yeah, here we go. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. Got it. Okay. That was the weirdest tangent I've ever gone on, I think. Okay, anything else? Nope. None of that I can see. Okay. Let's try and get the wilderness butterfly cooperate. So what I'm thinking that I'm just gonna probably I think I already said it the way that it was, so oh. Yeah, I know there's a triangular panel now. I see that you are very happy that there is a triangular panel game, but I have other priorities right now. Up. Perfect. There we go. What I gotta do is what I gotta do. What I gotta do is figure out how to get anything to contain this space. While not failing to serve its original purpose. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm of a simple mindset in this regard. I think to keep it simple, stupid, jurisdiction might apply here. I don't know if I have a 3x3 plate. I'm pretty sure I don't. Let's see. I have a 5x3. Actually, that'd work. I just would need to do a few things. Like for instance, actually, in this case, no. We're gonna go ahead. Copy that. Stick it on the back like before. And then we can, I think, yeah, stick that there. And then I can, of course, be mischievous. Yes. Mischievous. That's what I call this. Okay. Let's play. I got a bad idea. Okay, let's play. I've got a stupid game for you to play. How does that even look more? Thank you. Stopping being stupid. Now, how do I get this to open in a somewhat reasonable sense? Answer is, I don't. This is one of those times. This is what is to trust in God. Well, that's always a wise idea to trust in God, but that's beside the point. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, wait. Oh no, how retarded am I? Oh. Oh, that's not good luck. Oh. 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 Gap at the bottom. There's plenty of gaps all over the place. We're going to transfer this to O and P and have it once to return. Longitude. Okay, so where is this stupid thing? Let's see if we get it. Huh? No. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wait. We've got it. I don't know for how long. Ooh. Seems to be sticking for now. I don't know how much that's gonna be a thing for how long or why. Probably should have changed the opening structure to be more spacebar and shift related. Definitely a few little things that are minor. Faults, if they occur. Like, for instance, if I flip over and I'm suddenly unable to use the logic for some reason. Wow, this is bad. Of course. There we go. Could have shortened the cabin. That would have also lightened up on the way. Whoa, okay. Must have thought of that when I was doing prior. Probably also why I lightened up on the way. Okay. Here. Seems convenient. I could have pressed the button on that. Take them off. There we go. The optimum solution was not available, so I found a sufficient one. Might have been a slight error to trust the train. A minor miscalculation, as some would say. How close? Yeah, no, that's not closer. That's close. Less. That's less close. Well, actually, it seems to be a straighter path, though. So it might be a wise idea to get up. Actually, if I'm not careful here, we're gonna get off real soon. So maybe what I want to do is actually just hack myself to the bottom of this thing using the grappling hooks. I could also attack myself to the side. I mean, did I solve the butterfly? Maybe. Not 100% sure. This is roughly my stop, but I can go a little bit further. Yeah, I should go further up. Oh, it's a little bit more straightforward. I seem to still have the butterfly. Either that or the butterfly is dead. If it was dead, it'd still have a signal, so, like, it's in here somewhere. Yeah. Which... I do question how that is not in range. Almost done. Just a little bit longer. There we go. Okay. That would be control sterilization right there. Okay. Well, this fits the age-old game, where I see whether or not my mechanism that is far too large in certain applications is too large in this one. Biologists complete the biosphere. And now I have massive honkers. Honkers acquired. So, where is it? Oh, there it is. Can't even hear the stupid honk over. Like, is it actually the that's it. I'm buying a second one just so I can be a little bit less disappointed. Wait, is this on all? Yeah. There we go. That's a little bit more like it. Controls wise. But yeah, now I got a mass pair of honkers. I can even put it on the octo cycle probably. You're in here. Got this. Can't do that. Can't do that. Click on that. Click on that. Oop. And controls wise, do I care if it activates at the same time I do other things? Yep. They're like, which... Oh, I get it, the different colors. And I want to know what's black. Okay. Wrong button. No new contracts. Sadly, no. Can deliver the generator or the fuel pipe. I think I'm gonna go with the fuel pipe. But I do want to prioritize some of these smaller ones because the whole point of collecting them was because they would be rather quick. Except for this one, which I'm gonna have to spend some time on, but that should... Building the monorail here, I think I can do with the octocycle, but I do want to actually, like, path out that way so I can do that. Inbox wise, I can build a power line to get some Mooney. More Mooney. I can deliver an anvil line, like anvil. Delivery Daniel Bob seems simpler. And I can deliver a donut for more money. I can get a lot of money. That's the situation I'm in. Or I can deliver the things that I already have acquired. That is my choices. The decisions that I have available to me. Pretty weird. Like, how many unlocked do I have, like, undiscovered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 by 3, that'd be 18. 18 plus 4, 22. So I have 22 undiscovered items, but none of them are available right now, other than 4 of them. So I have 16 undiscovered items that are just not showing up. I'm guessing partly because I have what I have available here. So I'm gonna probably track the chair. That just seems like the fastest. Uh-oh. So, like, the white... Just... It lacks the oomph. It lacks the oomph. So what would I think that the green was actually pretty good. What if we change the color green, though? Yeah. The only thing that I might change is I might actually change it to where it activates on click instead. Yeah. Unfortunately, the deactivates all that stuff, but I don't really mind that. It's kind of fun. Anyway, I've got my massive pair of honkers on my octocycle. And, I'm gonna save that. And I'm going to switch over to my carabiner because my carabiner was effectively built for this. Although I could try to attach the levitator thingamabob to this, but I don't know how much I want to. I know it works. But would it? No, I don't think it would fit in the cup holder. Roll. I mean, of course I could just go from the other end, but I don't really want to. Guess I'm gonna go from the other end. With a crab. That was not what I meant to press whatsoever. Okay. Well, actually, that might be something that I can do now. I could also try and capture this from both ends. Okay. See, this collision event here, this is somewhat ridiculous. See? That is a design structure that was not built to be stringy, it is stringy. And the physics engine isn't built to do something. You do it anyway. The consequences end up being levied by the gamer who has to pay with that. Sadly enough, right now that is me. That's the bullcrap that I usually get pissed off about. when you're talking about this game. They're over ambitious with their collision physics. I think that's really the way to sum it up. So, it's still fun to actively customize the robots and stuff. There's that. Hello. I am concerned with where this is going. And I would like to have a say where I will drop. Oh, no. I don't care. There we go. Almost there. 30 minutes left, too. I've effectively done most of what I planned to do today, so... Oh, if I just had attached some things and plugged some things in, that would have been a great thing to just mine right there. It would have been perfect. Oh, all kinds of perfect things that would have been nice and such. Oh no. What will I do? Okay. Well, at least I got this in. So that's what a 2x1 curve piece is, and I'm guessing a 2x2 curve piece is that, but 2. Oh, I don't know how to check that. Let's go down here. Oh, no, it's not. That's what a 2x2 curve piece is. A 2x4, that's 2x2. 2x1, 2x2. Oh, it is a quarter circle knot. Okay. So if we check active, we can get a 15-degree bend. Don't know how much interested I am in that. And the 3x3 plate, which would have been useful a few seconds ago. Oh, that tack pattern is that's a power line. That should be a fully functional monorail right there, but there's no reason to use this. That's a fully functional instance, but it's not really useful. And there's this one, which should be actually pretty quick. So I'm gonna do that one. Oh. I'm gonna hit caps lock. You know, most useful button in Mars Logistics, caps lock. I'm joking, that's absolutely incorrect, but I can joke. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just open this up. Get ready to suffer some consequences. Oh. Well, that's looking, I guess. Hold on. Preferably what I could do is just... Okay. Not that. Not that at all. Oh. There we go. Okay, this should be quick after this. Quick this should be does not mean it will be. That is an important differentiation that I have to understand before I partake in any direction, but hopefully, with my little age of atrocity over here, they should be able to perform the task. Ooh. On. Crap with that. There we go. we go. We do. Interesting thought process. I mean, son of one. Now I'm thinking in my head instead of talking on screen, so that you don't know what I'm talking about. Wahahaha. Why? Because I'm not thinking ahead, that's why. Because my brain lacking something today. Lacking some oompa. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Yeah. But like I said, this should have been a quick delivery, so it seems it was. "15-degree bend." I don't plan to use that. But it might. Oh, I got burger, apparently. Dirt can for that. Sauce blank. Rotary core. I could deliver some coffee for a quick buck. Or I could deliver this watering can real quick. Or, I mean, I could deliver this actually real quick. I think I know which one I'm going with. So, we've got a fuel tank here. And it needs to go uphill. I need a lighter mechanism that can actually hold the weight, so I'm going with atrocious fluids, maybe. This thing's probably our best bet. Although I am going to rework it real quick. With a few different little upgrades here, there, and everywhere. First off, let's check controls, space, shift to retract. That is ignorant of the other, so that it's a little bit more than what it was before. And I'm thinking, since I keep on having where this thing moves to the side way too quickly, and I have the funds for it, I'm gonna go ahead and just click that in there. And then start the construction process. Bum, bum, bum. This also should actually ease up on forward is this way, so definitely want to do that. And definitely want to work this down to 2. Also, probably need to color this a little bit better. Yeah, this is kind of phase 1, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to also really quickly, faster. I'm already going as fast as I can. You're not going fast enough. Actually, I usually kind of prefer this one kind of fits it in a way, you know. I prefer this one. So go with this one, which is completely and totally unrealistic, but I don't care. But I don't care. I don't care. So... But do I care? No. Then I can... go back to this color. So this will go from side to side. This will go from up and down. This will go up and down as well. All of these be on one. And this one I believe to be like that. And we're gonna go ahead, click into this, and I just realized my yeah, my mistake there. It cost me dearly. I didn't, but that was definitely a mistake. There we go. Actually, the problem here is that I have to figure out how to get a good balance. Oh, actually, that'd work, but it would also not work for what I wanted, so... Can it? Yes. Do I want it to? No. Okay. Over the rainbow. There we go. And then we hit it with the good old jacks. Okay, don't want to go with jacks. Go with this. Potatoes, rotata. And I think we also hit it with a little bit more of these T-joints, I believe. Connector. Rotata. I could also go with the other cylinder, but I'm pretty sure it actually has less force production. Not 100% sure. I could technically check that, but I don't know how much I want to. Like, that might be a fun little thing to do real quick. Let's go with 2. 2. That's supposed to be 2. On that. There to go. We got that now. And that we can set to be 2. And this we can set to be that actually is kind of cool looking. And that actually shows the back, so that actually might help. That we can set to be 1, and we'll set that actually to be 2 as well. Okay. Oh wait, no, I remember. This is the one. This is the insect. This is the experimental one. So these are supposed to be W. And these is supposed to be back, but still S. This is supposed to be something other. Oh, actually, no, that's perfectly fine. These are supposed to be something other than that. I'm gonna go with enter and control, and then that should work. So enter and control. Okay. Okay. Okay, definitely gonna want to actually change out the inputs there. So we're gonna make it control, enter, control, enter. It'd be nice if I could just but if it's on implement. Okay, so this needs further adjustment. But mostly functional. Okay, copy that. Flip around. Anything else that I want to do? Otherwise, let's do some highlighting, parts, and I think we're done with it. Oh yeah. May have been a mistake to put that there, but you know what? That is what that is. Pretty much not near enough to actually care about, and none in my direction, so I don't really mind. I saw that back there for the last minute, but I don't really mind about to actually go over and get that, so I'm going to go ahead and just get going. Let's go around the corner and maybe get a... Whoa! Go around the corner and maybe get a little bit of an easier up, but I don't really think that that's going to be what I'm going to get if I do that. I don't think that's going to end well. I don't think that's going to end well at all. Okay, come on. There you go. There we go. There we go. Okay. That spooked the crap out of me. So, about time to shut off. Always lead to the grappling hook. Like I said before, like I gotta say it 1,000 times, it's always the flooping grappling hook. Always lead to the flooping grappling hook. Yeah. On. Okay. I am currently making very much a whole lot of negative progress. That is not, like, it's doing so bright too. It's just so flippin'. What? Ah, there we are. Of course, because I have this thinking. This is exactly my problem. When you're talking about this. Go. This is the kind of crap that just sends me up the fucking wall. Great. Gosh. This is also the kind of crap that just sends me up the flipping wall. That is also the kind of crap that sends me up the flipping wall. What the crap? Whole lot of crap that send me up the flipping wall. Come on. There we go. How about we just go? Okay, so. Now I'm just gonna reset it like this. And gonna go ahead. That. Yeah, I thought that the controls would be wrong. Oh, this is just stinky. It just stinks. See, this is the thing. When they're too ambitious with their collision, they're like, oh well, we got this collision, it's working so well, and then they do this kind of crap. This terrain, I know, was never meant to actually be utilized as effectively. No, whatever. How horrible that this might be. That. We're gonna try our best. Not blueberry, gosh darn knives. Oh, I will be honest, the fact that the, I'm just gonna actually invert it so that I can actually point where I want to. This kind of situation for just straight up versatility is beyond. No, no. Oh. There we go. Beyond the necessity here. Okay. Why did they do that? I forgot how this works. Oh dear, is it stuck? Is it actually just genuinely stuck? Well, I can get it out, yes, but is it actually just stuck? Well, I can get it out. That might be a little bit more of a feasible capability to do. Ah. Now in this case, I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. I don't know why that worked, the way that it worked. All I know is that it did work, and I needed it to, so... Okay, if I just do that. And there we go. Okay. That should be better. Why does the missions have to go like this so often? Enter. Crap, it's making me jump. That grip, I guess. Try and work with that. Alright. Again. Back grip, I guess. Okay, there we go. that. It's only the beginning, unfortunately. Hello. There we go. Of course. Every single time I almost get there, I get this kind of sidetrack. The ridiculous bullcrap kind of sidetrack. I think, oh, it's gonna be a calm stream. Goes well right up until this point. That's when I realized Oh, it is not going to be a calm stream. It's not going to be a calm stream at all. You know what? I think that that's a pretty good place to stop. Let's hit the reset button. I still have 20 minutes left. I can technically speaking try again. Not really what I should be doing, but there's so much that I should be doing right now. This is hardly as unique as I would prefer. I just can't go straight in that ditch. Isn't it? Bruv. Apparently I'm speaking... whatever you want to call it. Apparently I'm speaking New Yorker. Both. Maybe when I go all that. Because it's funny, I'm gonna keep on doing that. Oh. What am I even looking at there? Yes and no. We're gonna want to be able to get there. Gosh, this train is horrible. Whooping. Alright. Get up, you stinking piece of crap. Mr. Dave, my Frosty worked. Of course. Fine, fine. That was one of the weirdest physics breaks I've probably ever seen. That thing went flying. The thing literally went flying. In no, like the physics here is bad physics. Okay, I can go down the route with that, but like, that was just insane. Like, somewhat painful to watch from my end because of obvious reasons, but like, insane. What the crap is going on? There we go. There we go. That's the wrong direction. I don't even... Okay, yeah... It's suddenly working now. So, just gonna get this out of the spiky death pit. With all my limbs attacked, preferably. And with this fuel tank safely on ground. And then I'm gonna save and quit. And this rocky terrain that's at least not the rocky terrain I live in. There are levels to this. Yeah, good. Do that. Okay. And now, what ball or I want to see? Oh. Definitely feeling that bold decision not to have this be something where you can drive it and control it at the same time. Definitely feeling that. At the opposing end of it, also feeling the effects of the no, that's fine. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so I have to do this now. Actually, it should be fun. What? Maybe if I hadn't done. Wait. Woohoo! Okay, now, great, awesome, cool, awesome. Like or dislike as you will. If you subscribe, welcome to the ride. Don't die, it's not fun. Streaming, yeah, it's a Tony stream, yeah, great, awesome. So, getting done with that.